Another day, another Copart walk around. I know it's been a while since we've gone out to Copart for a walk around video. I apologize about that. I am sick as a dog, man, and I don't seem to be getting any better anytime soon. But I had a lot of you asking about the Copart walk around, so let's go do a Copart walk around. Going to be taking the Harley today. Executive assistant right there. Wow, she's on camera. I'll get yelled at later for it.
No, I won't be on camera.
Oh, well, yeah, that's how it's going to work. All right, let's head on over to Copart. We also got to see if I can get that rear quarter section for the Z today. I don't know if they're going to do that or not. We got that rear center cap that you guys have been on my ass about for a while. There you go. At least it all matches now. Yeah, and now I got a squealing idler pulley that we got to replace. I got the mirrors. I got so many parts in. We got so much to get done. I just got to get over this being sick. Leave it to a woman to always put you behind, right? Always putting me behind schedule, man, because they got to put 10 pair of pants on and 18 shirts and then 6 pair of boots before they find the right combination. But before we go, you know what? I've had a lot of you asking me what I'm going to do with the Harley Davidson truck. And I'm not sure if I've ever given a clear answer. Please forgive me. But I think we're going to sell it. I'm going to put the doors on it. We're going to get it all cleaned up. I'm going to get that idler pulley replaced. I want to make sure it's good to go, ready to go for somebody. But I think I'm going to send this on down to Weird Beard and get it sold. The reason being, I don't need 2 trucks. I just don't need 2 trucks. The red one is more capable than the Harley. It sits up higher. It's 4-wheel drive. It's better for everything. Pulling, towing, parts, all that stuff. So I think the red truck's going to be a better truck for what I need over the Harley Davidson. All right, number 1 on the list. How about an 09 Nissan 370Z? Mike seems to have this whole rear end thing down, so I haven't told him about this yet. But Mike, what do you think about this? Can you handle this? Hey, it looks like this quarter is good, so you don't even have to worry about replacing it. Just this whole back pan, the hatch. Oh, well, this quarter's pretty screwed. I don't know the difference between the 350 and the 370. They look the same. I'm guessing it's just a different engine displacement. Slightly bigger motor, more horsepower. Maybe more of a touring type car. Looks like the interior of this one's a little more comfortable. Maybe it is a little bigger. Huh. It looks very, very similar to mine. We got the cold air intake over here. Uh-oh, dual cold air intakes. All right, mine doesn't have that. I like it. I really like it. It's a nice looking car. I like those rims too. 106,000 miles on the odometer. Can't really see much with the bumper in here. Oh well. For all you tree huggers out there, how about an 09 Prius? Hey, I'm just messing with you. I own a Prius too. I own a 2010, so mine's the next generation newer from this. But 09 Prius. No start, no run, no drive, no keys. Got some mismatched paint. It's probably hard to see on camera, but there's a few spots that are just kind of weird looking. Got a flat front tire. I've got some wiring that got pulled out down here and ripped. You definitely tell a tire went up on this. Maybe a big pickup truck. I doubt it was a semi, but probably a pickup truck or something. Overall damage doesn't look too bad. Aside from the fact it has no keys, that's a little concerning. I'll tell you something. People get so scared about the batteries on a Prius. Terrified of them, and I can't lie, I used to be too. Look at these great tires too, all the way around. Don't freak out about the batteries on these guys. If you want a Prius, don't let the battery stop you. And to be quite honest with you, this generation Prius right here, the 2nd gen, this is the best generation Prius you can get. It really is. These are tried and true, solid, reliable Toyota Prius. Priuses, whatever. They're not the prettiest on the inside here. And yeah, the battery is dead as a doornail on this. Now this car has multiple batteries. You have your auxiliary battery, which is what powers everything on normally. Then you have your battery pack, your actual big battery pack. That's the one that people get terrified of going bad. But look, literally, you can pick up a Prius at auction like this. Now this one has no keys, like I said earlier, so you're going to be looking at paying for a key for this. Plus there's a little bit of body damage and minor wiring to deal with. Doesn't look like anything too major. But this is a solid generation Prius. The third gen from 2010 to what, 2014, 2015, man, those engines burn oil like a mug. I mean, they burn oil bad. My Prius, my 2010 Prius with 140,000 miles on it, goes through about 2 quarts of oil every 2,000. So basically a quart every 1,000 miles, and that's a known issue with the Prius. It's not just mine, that's Toyota Prius in general. Third gen, watch out for those because they are notorious for just burning through oil. These second gens, solid CVT transmissions, solid engines. This is the best bang for your buck that you're going to find right here if you're looking for a Prius. Go get you a second gen. These things are solid. Battery packs. Battery packs are in the back. I believe the auxiliary battery, you can't open this because the battery's dead, but auxiliary battery sits under here somewhere. Battery pack is underneath all of this. You can literally pull out the entire battery and you can replace just like one cell. It's basically a battery pack full of smaller batteries known as cells. You can replace the individual cells for like 30, 40 bucks a piece. Find the dead ones, replace them. Good to go. You're back on the road. Cannot beat an old Prius. How about a 70s Jaguar XJ12? Take a look at this bad boy. And if you're wondering why I'm putting these stupid floor mats, and by the way, in case Copart gets on here, we pulled that floor mat. It's literally sitting in the bed of this truck with all this junk. I will put it back when I'm done with it, I promise. Part of my deal with Copart is to cover up the lot numbers. This is a 74 XJ12, and I forgot my stickers today because I'm sick as a dog and I'm just not all with it. Take a look at this engine. I mean, I know it's nasty, dirty, but this, to me, this is just, it's beautiful. Look how big this thing is, man. 3 cylinders, 3. Big V12. Have a look at the interior on this one. I wish I could fire it up for you. Believe me, I already put the key in it. It don't do anything. But look at that. I would drive it. I would. The interior needs redone, for sure. But realistically speaking, it's in very, very good condition for its age. This is the L. It's a little bit longer than your average XJ12. That is real wood, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna pull a Doug Camaro for you here in just a second and show you some of the weird quirks and features of the old XJ12. So, for you younger folk, here's a glimpse of what it'd be like sitting in the driver's seat right here. Now, this is your choke. A lot of you probably don't know what a choke is, but this is for older carbureted vehicles, man. You have your choke closed when you go to fire it up on a cold morning and let the idle up, warm up the engine. Then you can drop your choke down. This is your hood release right here. This is your air conditioning. Pull for air, push for not. No joke. Back in the day, if you needed vent air in your car, or AC if your car didn't come equipped with it, you would pull this, and as you drive down the road, it would funnel air into the cabin. This was a type of air conditioning back in the day. And wing windows too. You used to be able to crack those wing windows backwards, funnel air into the car. Now, I don't know if this car came with air conditioning or not. It's got defrost, high, auto, low, so it doesn't look like this. Yeah, it had air conditioning. It had air conditioning. Heated window, fuel left or right. Wow. Well, yeah, this did come with air conditioning. That's my bad on that, because there's an air compressor sitting right here. This big thing right here, and the clutch is good on it. That's actually really impressive. The battery is dated 4 of 2011, so it gives you an idea of how long it's been since this thing is probably run. It's got fresh oil, clean oil. Would be interesting to buy this, just try to fire it up, wouldn't it? What a beauty. What a beauty. Time for all the Cadillac haters to come out of the woodwork. A 93 DeVille. Sorry, Eldorado, and Michelin Symmetry tires. All right, I'm telling you, I look for this type of stuff when I'm bidding on a car, folks. Michelin Symmetry tires. Someone paid some good money for the tires on this thing. It's got 90-some thousand miles on the odometer. Matching tire there, matching there. So we've got 4 matching Michelin Symmetry tires. The body is in excellent condition. I mean, this thing is a donation, and it probably just came from some old person that's retired driving, or, you know, perhaps worst case scenario, you know, they're no longer with us and the family, you know, donated the car to charity. We got the rug right here. This is a good sign right here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I could have swore that the Eldorado and the DeVille and the Seville started with the Northstar engine in 94, and in 93 it was still the 4.9 port fuel injected motor, but I could be totally wrong on that. Look, we got all the keys. Look at this. All the keys. The original gold Cadillac. And it's dead as a doornail. Now, Copart, I want to give a big shout out to Copart on this. They had been using zip ties, plastic zip ties that you can easily cut. So I want to give a big shout out and thank you to Copart for addressing that issue of people stealing keys. They put this braided steel line on here. You're going to have to bring something a lot bigger than a pair of little snips to cut that sucker off. Thank you, Copart. I appreciate you. Look at this old radio. Look at that. I wish I could start it up for you, boys and girls. This thing is immaculate. I would jump on this in a heartbeat. Let's pop the hood and see. We're either working with the 4.9 port, or we're working with the 4.6 Northstar, and it is the Northstar. Interesting. I did not think they had the Northstar in this thing in 93, but apparently they did. Still, with 93,000 miles on the odometer, I would not hesitate to pick this thing up in a heartbeat. Gorgeous, gorgeous car. Guarantee this was owned by an old person. Glove box. This is common on these. In fact, it looks like some of the screws may have come out right here. That's totally fixable. Not a big deal. Overall, though, take a look at this. Look at the ashtray. It's another thing to look for. I don't know if you can see in there. Nothing. Never been used. It's in perfect condition. All right, let's move on to the next one. So here's another Impala. I was talking to Mike about this. There's probably more damage to this one than meets the eye. As far as the front end goes, it's probably literally just a bumper. Other than the bumper, probably be good to go. And these Impalas, these things sell. These are hot cars, at least here in my market. Very hot cars. It seems like every time we get an Impala and put it up for sale, man, Impalas sell just like this, man. They sell fast and they sell for good money. This back bumper, you can't see from the pictures. That's why I highly recommend you come out here and look for yourself. You know what I mean? In the pictures, it looks like maybe the trunk is just popped and the bumper's dented in. But these bumpers, they take an impact and they kind of pop back out. So you don't really see all the damage unless you come out here and you look under here. The pan for the spare tire, that is pushed in all the way under there. We've got damage right here. The frame rail right here is bent down. It's kinked. Maybe not kinked, but it's definitely bent down. You know what? Second thought, boy, if Mike sees this video, he's gonna laugh his ass off. I think that's actually made that way. So if you look at the other side, it's bent down over here too, and that one looks pretty straight. So, all right, you know, the damage under here does not look like it's too awful bad. I was kind of hoping the trunk was popped on this one. That's another thing. In the pictures, it looks like the trunk is popped. It's not. It's not. The trunk has been in. And there's a bit of damage to this one. It's nothing that Mike couldn't handle. Look at this. I don't know if you can see this or not in the video, but the quarter is buckled right here. It's hard to see, but there is a sharp buckle right here. Yeah, this is one I'd probably say stay away from, especially with the mileage. 160,000 miles on the clock on this one. I mean, that's nothing though. I've sold these things with over 200,000 miles all day long. People buy them, but I don't know. There's no key in this one either. Really nice car though, and I have no doubt that Mike could absolutely handle this. You just have to take into consideration, you know, when you're buying these, how much your labor is worth. You know, how much work, how much time you're going to put into this thing, and is it worth the effort? And you also see right here, this is bowed out. Somebody's been in here and tried to break in. Looks like they used a pry bar, tore all this up, dented it up real good, ripped all this up. This can be fixed. You just grab it and pry it backwards with the window down, and it'll come out. Scratches all across here too. Yeah, this one's probably not worth the effort. Mike, comment below. Tell me what you think. Oh, it's also worth noting that it says in for no start, no run, no drive. I didn't see that in the listing either. You got to watch. Make sure you look in the listing to see if they have keys, because this one probably doesn't, and I missed it. How about a little Chevy Cruze? This is an LT, but it is turbo. I would only buy a Chevy Cruze if it's got the turbo 1.4. This is a 14, 72,000 miles. This is a flood, but it starts. Now, for those of you that know, I too have a Chevy Cruze. My Chevy Cruze is the same color, black. I've got some hail damage on my trunk lid, so I could use the trunk lid. My back bumper needs to be replaced. It's got, you know, decent wheels and tires that I have no use for, but those are worth some money. The hood, as you know, needs replaced. This one's got a good hood. My bumper, got a good bumper, good headlight assembly, lots of good parts on this. But at the same time, if this is a start, you know, this is probably a run and drive, most likely. If it starts, it most likely will drive. You know, maybe this is something that could be put back together. This is obviously salvage, and the key is not in it. This one's been sitting here a while. It smells pretty funky. I'm not gonna lie. It smells pretty bad. Let's take a look at the motor. See what we got going on under here. Now, the thing I love about the Chevy Cruze, in fact, it's not just the Chevy Cruze, Chevy in general, these older ones have a 100,000 mile powertrain warranty. So, you know, that's 100,000 miles warranty on the engine, the transmission. Now, one thing to note about the turbo Cruzes, they've got some issues that generally you will take back to the dealer for. The PCV system is built into the valve cover. It fails, causes all kinds of running problems and trouble codes. They will replace the valve cover. They typically replace, or maybe it's the intake, I can't remember which one, but they go in and they replace the whole intake manifold, sensors, the fuel rail, the fuel rail, fuel injectors. It all comes as one assembly. They replace that for free. Same thing with this. The water pumps on these are known to leak, and I can already see there's water leaking on this one. I doubt you guys could see, but way down there, there's some liquid, shiny liquid. Those are known to leak. They'll replace that for free. These solenoids right here for your variable valve timing, these are known to leak. They'll replace that for free. And then over here on the transmission side, the thermostat housing is known to leak. It sits right here, runs over here, bolts up side of the engine. That is notorious for leaking, and as we can see, there is coolant under there. And if you look at the coolant tank, there's nothing in it. It's dry. So it's definitely been leaking. This is a car that at first look you might be like, oh man, you could take this to the dealer. They're going to take care of all that for you, no charge. I'm here to tell you, these are great cars. I've had mine for, well, 3 years, over 3 years now. It's got 140,000 miles on it, and that thing has just been, that's been a great car. It doesn't look like the water got too high. You can see this cubby hole right here. Look, there's even a rubber ducky that probably used to float around in this car. There's no debris in that cubby, none up here. So the water most likely got up to here, something like that. I don't see a water line either, which makes it a little more difficult. But I'd guess the water got up to about here. So it got high, but the water didn't get high enough in this car that it would concern me one bit. Not at all. Nah. I don't think the water got that high in this car. This would be a good one. I can feel it. This is a good one. How about a 2013 Audi A7 Prestige? That's right, Sam Crack. I'm coming for you. This sucker's supercharged, and I bet I'll blow that R8 out the water with this. Maybe even your RS7. No, I'm just joking. I have no idea. Let's climb in here real quick. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. 67,000 miles. We got our little push to start key fob here. All right, I like this. Look at the LED lighting. Oh man, this thing is sick. I get why Sam likes his Audis. Now, I gotta admit, I probably will never buy another VW product again, unless it's something newer like this. Not gonna start, huh?
I don't care who you are. You're not gonna be able to.
I don't want to listen to the radio. How do we turn that off?
The best system right now, which is
There we go. Well, updating list, turn off engine, check coolant level. Parking brake is on. This is cool. I like this.
And I'm debating, you know, I've been getting pummeled with.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not going to start, man. This is my luck. I can't get nothing to start today. This is clean. I'd love to get me one of these, but I think this one's got a little more damage than, definitely more damage than I would want to get into. And I don't think Mike would want to get into this anyway. Besides that, I don't have enough money to buy something like this, so we will, however, take a look under the hood, see what's going on under here. Oh, man, come on now. I want one of these so bad. Look at this beauty. I wonder what the horsepower specs are on this. Horsepower and torque specs. Yeah, I see. It's a V6. I see that. I see that. And look, someone really loved this car. They posted right on the window, don't take. Let's take a look at the damage. Got some damage down there. Definitely got some suspension damage. 3.0 turbo quattro. Oh man, wow. Yeah. You know, Mike says it's all sheet metal. Sheet metal is all fixable. So I bet he could fix it. I bet he could. Yeah, with enough money, you can fix anything, right? Can you tell we've had some rain? This place is disgusting, man. Dang. How about a 2017 Camaro SS? Retail red, baby. And she's in bad shape, though. Bad shape. Man, oh man. Still such a beautiful car, though. Some people get on here and they're like, why do you say it's a beautiful car? It's a wreck. It's horrible. And I'm just like, man, you don't see the potential. You know, that's what I see. Now, unfortunately, there's no glass in this door, so it's just being rained in. We got the glass over there, though. Glass is over there for both doors. Got the bumper hanging out the passenger window. Bumper support, door panels. Ah, what a shame. The good news is, though, is with all these markings, you can generally see where issues are and what the body shop had intended to do. Sucks that they totaled it out, but see if we can get under here. Oh, the hood is actually latched. The interesting thing is frame rails look good. I mean, they could be tweaked further back where you can't see. We got some markings under here, not too much though. Condenser core is probably reusable, and if the condenser core survived, most likely the radiator survived. This doesn't look like it's such a bad deal. That is either an oil cooler, a transmission cooler. Not for sure on that. It really doesn't look that bad. What do you guys think? All right, this fender's shot, obviously. And you can see it's been pushed back. They're gonna blend this. Otherwise, this car doesn't look that bad. Now, maybe I missed this, but it looks like we got some suspension damage back here that I didn't see. This wheel is cockeyed, sitting like that. So that's something I missed. Yeah, most likely it's just a bent control arm or a traction bar. It's hard to tell from here, and I'm not getting on this wet concrete, but I will pop the hood and show you what should be a gorgeous, gorgeous motor. The engine's not happening. Sorry. The door handles are gone. I can't get the doors open. Everything's missing, and I can't find the hood lever in that thing. So moving forward, I wish you could have heard what my fiance just said when I pointed his camera at this car. She said, "Oh hell no, not another Volkswagen." Look, I'm gonna take what you guys said very seriously. Stay away from VWs and Audis. Maybe the newer ones are better. You know, I don't want to discredit the whole brand, but I will admit I've seen a lot of Audis, a lot of VWs, and the older ones, man, just they don't hold up. You know, now this is an 09. And quite honestly, it's at 125,000 miles. The interior in this one seems pretty solid. That's something I've noticed about VWs and Audis. It seems like the interiors just disintegrate. But at least on this one, I can't get that up. But at least on this one, the interior looks pretty good. It does. This might be something I'd be interested in. What do you think? You tell me. You tell me. Is 09 a safe year for Volkswagen and Audis, or is there no safe year? What are the safe years when VW started making good cars again? That's all I got to say. Until you guys tell me that, I'm staying away from this type of stuff. All right, so that's going to be it for your Copart walk around. I hope you enjoyed the video, because it's probably going to kill me. I'll die of pneumonia in the next week or two, and it's all your fault for making me come out here and do this. I had fun today. Yeah, the weather's halfway decent. It's not too bad of a day. It's good to get outside and get some fresh air. Very wet, very muddy, but it's good to see Copart putting those steel cables around these things, man, instead of zip ties. That puts my mind at ease. You know, I think you're going to see a lot less keys disappearing with those braided cables on these things. So I'm going to get out of here. I got work to do back at the house, like edit this video for you guys. I forgot to mention, it's New Year's. I'm actually posting this video on New Year's for you guys, so Happy New Year. I hope you all had a great New Year's Eve, and I hope this whole new year 2019 is just as productive for you as it's supposed to be for me. We'll see how that goes, but stay safe out there, everybody. We will catch you very soon in the next one.